Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to Casual Friday, the day where I play casual games in casual clothes. Today I'm playing a game called Monster Loves You. I believe this is also, like last week, this is also a visual novel style, whatever. But this one, it looks really cute, and I've had it for a while and I wanted to play it. So let's get in. You live your life as a little monster. Help me begin your story. How does it go again? Long ago, deep in the forest, monsters called the Whale Mist. That's right, long ago, nestled in the heart of the forest was the monster village of Omen. You are born from the slime that holds the memory of monsters known for words and thoughts. You're not awake yet, but soon your first eye will open. Your simple dreams will give way to life itself. You dream of, helping the sick and soothing the woeful. Kindness +9. Oh, this is a really cool way to choose your stuff. Your body is turning and twisting, growing solid. Should I be? This is a Halloween themed episode. Should I be going with more monstrous stuff? I'll be a nice monster. How's that? Your body is turning and twisting, growing solid in the middle of a vat of green slime. It's time to be born. Be born. Oh, are these supposed to be down below the screen here? You awaken in the searing season when the sun shines strongly overhead. Onward! Your eye is open. You're a morsel. Just barely born. You float in the spawning vat. Dozens of other morsels are exploring, flailing, and stealing food from each other. Try to swim. Another morsel swims towards you. It opens its mouth to show you a small set of sharp teeth. It bites you. What? This is intolerable. Stop that biting. You pause, unable to believe that another morsel is trying to eat you. After a moment, you snap out of it and try to start to move again. Unite other morsels to repel the attack. You speak. Your words are simple, but some of morsels understand you. They converge on the biter. This aggression will not stand. Your tiny, slimy flotilla frightens the bad morsel away. It retreats to the far end of the spawning vat. Patrol the vat and look for more trouble. Splish, splash, flutter, squeak. Another morsel is too weak to swim properly. It's sinking towards the bottom of the spawning vat. Oh no, that's terrible. You feel a deep sense of injustice at the smaller morsel's impending demise. If only you could do something about it. Do something about it. You swim into the morsel, determined to act. Get under the morsel and push it up. As you push up, the morsel's dead weight forces you down. Your legs come to rest against the bottom of the spawning vat, where they begin to squish. Keep pushing, you're not giving up. Your feet are breaking up among the solid clumps of the floor of the vat. Still not giving up! Your legs are gone now, but you stretch your arms and body, changing your slimy shape to hold the other morsel at the surface of the slime. Morsel out of danger? Yes. Don't grieve. It's logical. The needs of any one monster are as important. Your body dissolves as you push apart. Push one last time, the other morsel breaks apart, as any other. Two dissolving morsels reach for each other and become together in a single mass, a new morsel. You two are and always will be one. Wow, okay, that did not go how I expected it to. You have grown too big for the spawning vat, and you must move on to the next stage of life and become a monsterling. Got any advice? You're going to get into some trouble, which is great. Exercise your bravery, cleverness, ferocity, and kindness and honesty. What kind of monster will you be? Indeed, to the brood cave and adventure. Aww. Oh, okay, so I can click on them. Okay. Honest monsters are known for their truthfulness, loyalty, and commitment to justice. If you're known for honesty, others will trust you more. Your honesty score is 9 out of 100. Okay, I get it. Bravery through courageous action, 9 out of 100. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a, okay. Oops. The top bit shows how many days you have left until your next stage of life, and the bottom bit shows how much respect you have amassed, 0 points out of 100. What's respect? Impress other monsters and they'll talk about how amazing you are. The more respect you gain in the earlier stages of life, the greater power you'll wield later on. Gotcha. Is this me? Is that me? Am I... wait, what? Monster. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Whale mist. No, fail mist. Adventure. Let's go do some adventures. Choose my adventure. This? Whoa! Elder Jaggery walks into the cave, rocking from foot to foot. He howls and slams into a wall, then falls, unmoving to the floor. Monsterlings scatter away from his still form. Someone's gotta help him. Do it! You creep over, afraid but determined, and see a human's metal knife stuck in it. Jaggery's back. He's leaking from the wound. You think he might die before you can get there. Pull out the knife. Advanced neurosurgery. You grasp the knife in your little claws and pull, then rock it back and forth and pull some more. A gush of red covers you, but Jaggery starts to breathe normally. Okay. Oh, was that it? Alright. What do we have here? Dig a hole, rocks, deer, shield? Smark falls down from a high ledge. He falls all the time. But wait, what's that? It's a big bat trying to gnaw pieces out of him. Try to separate him without hurting either. Cheer for the bat. Tackle the bat before Smark is hurt. You tackle the huge bat with all your strength. It crumples like paper and sticks, crushed by the solid impact. You and Smark share the tasty bat carcass. Aww. Oh, my... Okay, let's see. Feather? You're at the entrance of a brood cave. Monsterlings aren't supposed to leave, you know. And just why not? Monsterlings, though sometimes swift and often tough, aren't as swift or tough as full-grown monsters. It can be dangerous. On the other paw, nobody's looking. Now let's stay home. You eschew adventure in favor of spending day eating. Oh, dang it. Alright, well, I thought that was going to lead to a different thing. What about this question mark? What's this question mark thing? Smark sits quietly by himself in the furthest, darkest corner of the cave. He's slumped and deflated like a float pod missing half the gas inside. His eye brims with slimy tears. Ask him what's wrong. Smark looks down at his body, which isn't roly-poly or muscular like other monsterlings. He's sort of scrawny and weak. Okay, so this would be kindness, and this would be honesty. Let's be kind. Yeah. Remember, we're all monsterlings, and we're going to grow up to be monsters, and that's great. You rub Snark's bony shoulders and whistle a cheerful tune. Smark sighs and nods. Aw, that was cute. You're halfway towards leaving and becoming an adolescent. Firm up your personality as much as you can. Start a band? Is that what this is? You follow a thudding noise. You find Snickle and Lapper hitting animal skulls with sticks. Nash stands to one side, judging their performance. Join the contest as a musician. Nash walks this way and that, watching as you take your position behind a skull of a bear, and you think she's looking for a weakness. Play from the heart. You drum as hard as you possibly can. Your sticks break and the skull shatters. Lapper and Snickle yelp in pain, but Nash likes it. Keep drumming with the broken sticks. Snickle and Lapper yell for you to stop, but you hammer your broken sticks on the floor in the cave again and again. Elder Marinus comes to see what all the wreck is about. Keep drumming and start singing. Oh my gosh, is that a giant monster in the background? Elder Marinus watches you for a while and says something about your musical skills and walks away. What did he say? Oh no, it's just a cavern. Something about memorably and excruciating. You're not sure exactly. You couldn't really hear over all the noise. Oh, yay. Have I gotten not any respect? Rocks? Some monsterlings are building a little stone towers. Blotz comes to you with a heaping armload of smooth rocks. Do you think this is enough to build a tower? Prank him nice. Mean prank. Help him build a tower. Like this. You point to a good flat spot on the floor, then start laying out a base for the tower. You and Blotz build the best one in the cave. Aww, that's cute. So, let's try... deer? You hear clattering, then flapping. A deer tumbles in through the cave entrance with Blistry trapped in its antlers. How did she get stuck in a deer, or how did the deer get stuck around her? Deer and monsterlings are traditionally curious about each other. Blistry probably flew up and perched on him, then things got crazy. Calm the deer. Soothed by the tone of your voice, and the gentle touch of your claws, the deer kneels long enough for you to free Blistree. Success! The deer rushes off. Blistree thanks you, then limps off to tend to a pair of wounded wings. Aww. And let's do the fox. A roly-poly fox stumbles into the brood cave. It leans against a rock and coughs. It looks vaguely at you and the other monsterlings, showing no fear. Talk to it. Let's talk to it. The fox says, "Hello, I am a talking cough hack cough cough calf." It drools and spits. It's really sick. Help it escape alive. Nash Nash reaches for the fox, but you slap her claws away and gently lift it in your arms. You carry the fox to Elder Marinus, who promises it'll be nursed back to health. Aww. Oh my, you wake up and find that you're no longer a little monsterling. You're growing up. Wow! Elder Marinus calls the oldest monsterlings to gather in a group. You're one of the oldest ones now, so you should join them. She looks grave. Let's go. Marinus shuffles down the long tunnel, turning this way and that among dozens of forking passages. Keep going. Marinus stops in a warm, humid chamber with a pit in the floor. She points to the pit, which seethes with thick mist. Jump right in. You fall and fall some more, and you're falling, and the other monsterlings are falling. Yes, some of them are crying, and you can't see through the mist. Or is it fog? Maybe clouds. Moans and groans and whispering screams. Where is this? It must be somewhere. You land on a smooth, flat stone. Despite you swirling vapor, the floor is dry as a bone. You hear the monsterlings breathing nearby. Some of them are still above you, still falling. Try to cushion the fall for another monsterling. Let's get some more kindness up in there. Oof. You don't see who you helped. Whoever it was rolls away the thick fog without a word. Gratitude is not important. You rejoin some of the monsterlings at the edge of the mist. There are some passages out here more than you can count. Some monsterlings begin to panic, while others look determined. You should take charge. The other monsterlings watch you, curious. Help everyone work together. Let's get some more kindness up in here. You lead the other monsterlings in a rousing song. Putting aside their trepidation, they advance the twisting passages. Soon you have all convened in a cave full of even thicker mist. Where is everyone? We can't see each other. The chamber swirls with mist, smoke, fog, vapor, except it's not any of those things. It's ghosts. Hundreds of them. Whoops. Hundreds of them. Large and small, they're everywhere. Spooky. One by one, the pale ghosts begin to turn their attention towards you. Their eyes glow different colors. Stand fast. The ghosts speak in many voices, all hollow and distant, all in unison. They ask you, "Do you fear?" Yes, this is scary. Your answer echoes back to you, louder and louder. You crouch down, trying to hide from the noise, and fall unconscious. Sleep for a while. End of monsterlinghood. Yup. Oh, look at that. Is that my kindness? Wow. You wake up inside a well-appointed hovel. This is your home now. What should you be doing now? The more brave, clever, ferocious, kind, and honest you are, the more other monsters will grow to respect you. Gain enough respect, and you might someday affect important world events. Okay. You wake up inside a well-appointed hovel. This is your home now. Drop that beat. Wait, what? Oh, man. Coffee, coffee. Oh, I love this. This is so cute. Oh, that's the games company. The t-shirt for the games company that made this game. That's cute. So my ferocity is like 0%. I have honesty 36. My kindness is... Healers tend to be kind. Kindness score is 81. So I guess it can only be 100, so I should start working on ferocity, I guess, right? So that I can match all these. Maybe cleverness. We'll find out. Turn. Enter the big bad world. Torque, spip. Oh man, this is adorable. Adventure in town. Choose my adventure. Let's see. Is that clouds? Let's do this one. What's this? Blotz waddles over to you. I'm all out of snacks. Yeah, it's a bug. All out of snacks. Got any to spare? Regard Blotz for a moment. Blotz is tiny. In the right light, one could easily mistake him for a squirrel. His neck is especially flexible, far from looking over his shoulders so much. He's Nash Nash's best friend, which means he constantly attacks him. Give Blotz a snack. Kindness +9. Blotz grins. That's great! Thanks so much. He waddles away, munching on a bitter beetle. What's my kindness at? 90? Can't get any much higher than that. Adventure in town. Some of these are the same, looking like the spider's the same. What's this? You, Nash Nash, and the Scrape Goat are having an impromptu picnic in the street. The fresh moss you dunk in your tea is delicious. Some birds twittering and chirping in a friendly way circle and land among the crumbs. Okay. The birds start pecking at the crumbs, but then they start hopping onto you and pecking at you, too. You have crumbs on you, and they want them, right now! Let's see. So I should get ferocity up. Eat the birds. 15, yeah. You grab a bird and try to gobble it up in one bite. Unfortunately, your mouth isn't yet big enough, so you end up having to eat it in multiple bites. Messy. Nash Nash laughs as your bloody jaws crack and grind. Crunch. Oh. Wait, why would it? Okay. Crunch. The Scrape Goat looks at you and nibbles some grass and is the last of the bread. You offer it a wing, but it shakes its horned head. Nash Nash and you keep biting birds until they're all dead. Aw, that's weirdly kind of cute. Alright, what's this? Cloud. Suddenly, a stinging rain pours down. Everyone scatters and gets under cover, even Blistery and Smack. How bad is the weather? It's just rain, water falling from the clouds. It does hurt a little, stings, you know? Ow, ow, it's like 100 needles in your hide. Brave little monster likes the feel of nature on its face. Yeah, and a wife monster has enough sense to get out of the rain. Fine. Sometimes really hard rain like this has been known to get stuck under monster skin like little splinters, and then you can hurt for days. Let's see. Run undercover with them. While the rain pours down, you cuddle with Blistery and Smark under the bleachers. Play a game. Yeah. You take turns opening your mouth to the falling rain, trying to suck up all the drops. Unfortunately, you choke and spit out a mouthful of all at Smack. Apologize. Blistery spits water on you, Smack splashes a puddle of both of you, and you'll spend the rest of the storm making your own fun in the pooling water. Aw, that is cute. Nothing really happened there, though. Let's see. Let's try this one. It's such a nice day today. Perfect weather to wander outside of town. Though you're not really supposed to leave Omen until you're older. Just take a nap in the sun right here in Portland Square. Use that, warming your weary body. Ah. Oh, dang. That one didn't do anything either. I should have learned from last time when I didn't do the thing. What's this? Greed Blitz walks past your stoop. He stops, coughs, and tilts his head, proudly showing off his baseball hat. It makes him look ridiculous. What's baseball? Some human sport involving large wooden bats. It's something you could see make an appearance in monster culture. Baseball. Ask him about the hat. Greed Blitz says I have a talking fox, a whole bushel of rabbits for it. He said it's all the smartest humans are wearing these days. Monsters walk by pointing and snickering at the ridiculous chapeau as they do. Let's see. Let's get some honesty. Gently tell him the truth. It sort of looks like a duck's face. Greed Blitz beams, misinterpreting your intention. A duck's face I stole from the humans. He moves away to show the others. Well, that was what it was. Let's see. Kindness is 90. I wish I could just see these at all times. 45. 15. 15. I need some more cleverness. Cleverness and ferocity, I guess. So let's try food. You sniff the air. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Could that be frosting? Blotz greets you, and Nash Nash says with a fluffy pink cake. Nash Nash says, Blotz says he stole this from a human child. How do you three share it? What's frosting? 3 cups confectioner sugar, 1 cup butter, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons whipping cream. Whisk butter and sugar together for 5 minutes, add vanilla extract and cream, beat for 1 minute more. Wow, that's very specific. Is a human's cake, think about it, you know, like humans would. Humans do a lot of things. Sometimes they talk all day, and sometimes they draw circles and cut them up with chalk. So odd, these humans. Figure this out using geometry, you know, like humans would. Well, you scratch out different percentages using dirt and a stick. Nash, Nash, and Bleats eat the cake, leaving you with nothing. At least you learned a little bit about math. Oh, that was cute. Alright, I got 2 days left. Oh, I'm doing most of these, it looks like. Bliss Tree dumps a double armload of objects on the ground. I found these in the woods! Nash Nash grabs one, a piece of yellow metal, and licks it. Lick something, how bad can it be? Bravery +3. Tastes pretty bad. The muddy cog you just licked tastes like rust and mold. Not the delicious kind of mold either. The horrible sour kind. Let's see. Would this increase my cleverness? Oh, but it dropped my honesty. That's okay, it was just 4. In no time, you have half a dozen other monsters rolling in the ground, clutching their tongues and their claws and groaning out the awful flavors. Laugh at them, the fools. Oh, kindness -1. Some of you victims try to get up and punish you, but they're still confused from the bad taste in their maws. You escape with your hide intact. Okay, so that's fine. So now we're starting to get the ones where they go up and down. What's this? Moopsie Morsels. Moopsie Moral slithers up to you and says, I wonder if you can confirm a rumor for me. Moopsie Moral Mushroom who? Moopsie Moral is an elder monster who's been around for a long, long time. She prints the Omen Harbinger, short newspaper for monsters. Oh, okay. Okay. Talk to Moopsie. Hamrag was baking a special 6 pork pie made from 6 kinds of pig. You know, a delicacy. What's so delicate about 6 pigs? They were roast suckling piglets, so tender, juicy, and flavorious. Yum. The pie was cooling on a windowsill and vanished. Your friend Nash Nash is seen nearby just before, but not after. The vanishing. What do you think about this? Okay, so this would lower my honesty, but increase my cleverness? Yeah, okay. You make up a story about another thief. Well, I smelled pork not long ago. Right here about then, probably a stranger from Gru. He ran away and saw me. He must be the thief. Oh, and my kindness went up. Moopsie greets you with the tale, or greets your tale of visiting thiefity with interest. I warn everyone to watch out for strangers in Omen. Cool. Oh, and that's the end of my adolescence is fleeting. You have grown beyond youth and become an adult. You've been dragged from your bed by your friends and neighbors. Who, what, where, why, how? They tell you it's time to grow up. You've taken into the woods. The neighbors throw you into the center of a great circle of monsters, all older than you. They whisper to each other, then look at you, then whisper some more. Get on, getting on. The monsters murmur and mutter, spit and snarl. They're deciding what best defines you as a monster. Wait patiently. After a while, muttering stops, though the murmuring goes for some time longer. Finally, the assembled monsters come to a decision. Well, what is it? The ring of monsters shuffles closer to you, forming a tighter circle. Elders loom over you while the smaller adults crouch low. Your surroundings grow shadowy and dark. Wait, what's happening? This is the end of your adolescence. Your body becomes tougher and other grown-up monsters will more likely to listen when you speak. Okay. The ring of monsters shuffles closer to you, forming a tighter circle. Elders loom over you while the smaller adults crouch low. Your surroundings grow shadowy and dark. You see concern in some of their faces, but very little respect. Oh no, I have 0 respect. Wait for them to assign you a task. I have 0 respect. It's immediately clear to the crowd that you are very kind for a monster. So nice of them to think so. You are sent to the goat pit to groom the scrape goat. The goat is unusually unruly and angry today. Let the goat out and calmly groom it. Yay! You let the scapegoat butt you with its horns until it's tired and use your claws like clippers. You go nice trim and kick off some tasty parasites. The crowd is impressed. Eat the parasites. They're full of... Oh, share with... But my kindness is already super... Yeah, let's do that. Oh, everything went up. Your body is charged with new vigor. Cool. Okay, so I need to not do anything more with kindness, because my kindness is all the way up, and my respect went up by 1. Here's how you're doing. Okay. Yep. You're an adult now. You'll grow stronger over time, but your personality is no longer as mutable as it was when you were young. Onward to adulthood. Explore the whale mist politic with monsters. Let's politic. See what we got. Oh, there's two of the same one here. Are they both the same? The fast sloth is tearing roofs off hovels. Elders and larger adults charge at it, but it beats them back with its deceptively slow arms. Try to fight the fast sloth. There we go. The sloth hardly seems to move, but it slaps you with a set of claws as big as your entire body. When you wake, the sloth is gone. Wow, it really is fast and big. Other monsters also recovering from the fight. Thank you for helping. Cool. Are they both the same? A small pack of monster elders are huddled at the edge of Omen, watching the woods and discussing something in hushed tones. Elder Hamrag is saying this could simply be a rumor. We don't know if they're out there or sure. Ask what's going on. Hamrag says some of the younger monsters have seen others in the whale mist, monsters from no town we know of, thin and cold without food or shelter. Let's see. That would be kindness. Suggest everyone be on guard. Oh, uh-oh. That much is obvious, Dunderhead. If we see strangers, we should drive them off or kill them. The other elders don't seem so sure. Well, that didn't work out. Choose my adventure. What's this big teeth? You're following a deer in the forest. When the trail comes to an abrupt end, you look at a cave entrance. The hoof prints look strange, like the deer is doubled back, walking backwards at its own trap. It's a trap! Okay, so what do you do about it, smart monster? Clearly, you should fight the trap. There we go. You charge into the cave, claws bared, and find Hamrag taking a nap inside. Your attack is so ferocious that he wakes up screaming, "Hey, you've grown stronger," he says. Alright, what do we got out here? Let's do... I need to do more of those that increase my ferocity. Wild chickens are back in season. They're delicious as they are mean. They're loose within the whale mist. The monsters are all hunting them down. Get out there and hunt those wild chickens. Deep in the woods, you're looking for chicken scratch when you literally stumble over a hen guarding a cluster of chicks. The hen clucks and claws at you. Fight the hen. Through the clucking makes your blood turn cold. You seize the great hen and fight until you've both a mess of feathers and blood, but victory is savory. Nash Nash cheers so hard that the two chickens she hadn't killed yet escape her grasp. Oh no. Let's see. Food? Gobclaws, and you are arguing about what to have for lunch. She got to pick last time. Suddenly, your favorite food flies down from the sky and perches within arm's reach. The magpie chirps. Have you ever seen a cornfield around here? Your stomach growls. Let's eat it. There wasn't much new Gobclaw stuff before I went. Oh no! What? No, that was bad! Why was that bad? Uh-oh. That was bad. Alright, let's try this food over here. As you explore the whale mist, you notice that the air smells faintly of gingery bread. There, up ahead, there's a flock of very fat birds pecking a trail of crumbs that winds through the trees. Winds through the trees. Chase the birds away. You frighten the birds just because you can. It makes you feel bigger and stronger for a little while. Alright. Let's try this sword. You find a red hood and a basket in the middle of a forest path. A human house is nearby. Funny, you never noticed it before. There's a white picket fence out front. Circle the pretty little house. There's a great deal of blood in the yard, along with a half-dead wolf coughing weakly. Kill the wolf! You pin the wolf down, it coughs weakly, then dies. Take it home to eat it. You haul the strangely heavy carcass back home. An elder points out a sewn-up gash down the wolf's belly and says it was good work. Take credit for the woodcutter's surgical precision. The elder is impressed. You open the gash and find the stones inside the wolf. How odd. Let's do some more politicking. What do we got here? Something about fighting? It's the scream along, sing along. Everyone's screaming, loudest monster wins. Scream, scream, scream. You're totally going to break some windows and eardrums. But why are all these monsterlings here? Your singing has been known to hurt their little ears. Pre-smash the window. Belt it out. You gotta win. You sing about loss and a secret love and a plate with no pancakes on it. Your song... Aw. A plate with no pancakes. Your song is sad and strong, but the other monsters sense that you're holding back. The monsterlings, on the other hand, are terrified. Cut loose at full power. Yeah, the monsterlings flee as your song shatters windows and causes clouds to break apart in the sky. The other monsters carry you around potent square on their shoulders and humps, proclaiming you their musical hero, though you can see the monsterlings cowering at the brood cave, clutching at their ear holes. Okay. Let's see, 6 days left. This one. I get some ferocity out of this. What even is my ferocity now? You're bringing home a human coat you found hanging on a tree when you see a cat waving at you. Cats are bad news. Get out of here. Okay, you shy away from the cat, avoiding any bad luck it might bring. Oh, is that it? Okay, what's my ferocity? 73. Okay. Cleverness, 37. Honesty, 34. I'm gonna have to get some honesty up. 81. And bravery. Cleverness, looks like cleverness and honesty I need to work on now. So I'm trying to get them all to be fairly high, you know what I mean? Let's see. A human? You hear Grit Mitten telling you the younger monsters about the human that almost killed him. It's the pointy parts that get you, he says. Always wait until the knife is pointing somewhere else, then run away. He turns to you and says, isn't that right? Impress everyone, but... okay, so this one will increase honesty, so I need that. You calmly expand the Grit Mitten's tale, sharing what you have learned about the frightening blades of the humans. The young monsters promise that they will treat such things with respect, even if nobody's holding one. Aw, okay, what do we got here? 49 out of 100. Happy? A flock of geese are on the square. No honk can honk above the din honk. Nash screams. At least drive them away. Last one to drive them away is a loser. And she's on that human scooter she found. Hunt down the cool secret weapon of your own. The stick is mightier than the wheel. Sabotage Nash. Just grab the scooter for yourself. Let's see. Let's honk. No, not you too. Sheesh. Honk. Well, that didn't work out. Hunt down a cool secret weapon. You run to Hamrag's hovel and borrow the fox pelt she uses as a doormat. Let's gear up. Plunking it on your head, you run toward the geese, growling and yipping. Those geese swarm you. Uh-oh, you can think of two good options. Think fast. Out-honk the geese. Yes, you honk so loud that the geese think you to be the boss goose and follow you to the nearest pond. Nash next accepts the loss and scoots off. Cool. Okay, so my cleverness is up to 50. My honesty is 49. Ferocity is... Okay, so we're getting pretty even here. My kindness is still way high. Let's explore the whale mist. No, let's see what we got over here. What's this one? Balfog and Gritmitten are arguing in the street over a cat. They both want kitty croquettes for lunch. Sounds yummy, so what's the problem? Balfog says he caught the cat, but Gritmitten says it was in his larder before it got out. Both monsters turn to you, as a neutral party, to decide. So I have kindness already, so finders eaters. Clearly the cat is Balfog's. Later, Balfog offers you and Gritmitten the whisker droppings, by the way of thanks, and you an apology to Gritmitten. Accept the tasty droppings. Cool. Alright, what do we got now? Door? You hear a cry from a nearby hovel. What's happening over there? Sass waits. A new adolescent doesn't understand how the windows in her hovel work. She's trapped her paws under a heavy pain. Leave her there? She'll chew off her arm eventually? Ferocity, yeah. Some of the other monsters have gathered at the street to watch, and adolescent asks, why didn't you help her? Explain the logic. Get Sassway to chew off her own arm plan. You go to the details and remind the little monster that the arm will grow back, and that she'll never let herself get caught like that again. Be proud of your own wisdom. The other monsters agree that it sounds like a pretty good plan when you put it that way. It sure is. Wow, that actually worked out a lot better than I was expecting. So I think my lowest one is now cleverness. 61. 62. Ferocity. Yeah, okay. So we need to get some cleverness up. What can I do that's clever? Let's explore this. Well, whatever's this. You come upon a scene of hundreds of frogs, all gathered in the stream bank. They're ribboning back and forth. It was clearly a debate of some kind, watched by a stork. What are they arguing over? Half the frogs surround a log as though it's their leader. The other half are huddled at the feet of somewhat bemused stork. What do frogs think of monsters? Frogs are afraid of everything bigger than them, which includes every monster ever, and every monster ever includes you. Alright, they're fraidy frogs. Wait and listen. Try as you might, you can't translate their croaks into intelligible language, but they do start jumping up and down on the log. The stork takes a long sharp and impales 3 frogs on his beak. It throws its head back and tossing the frogs in the air and snaps them up. Blech! As the other frogs flee the bird and devour several more of the slowest. Might as well eat the stork. And that's my last day. You're growing old, my friend. Your body is very soft and you drip slime everywhere you go. It's getting hard for you to leave your hovel. Go see the spine doctor? Let's see. Why does that sometimes not let me stay inside and think about this? It's your time and you know it. Unless you've lived well, your body will return to the slime from which it came. But if you have done well, think about what happens if you've done well. Your fellow monsters will test you and donate blood to a portentous infusion. What's that racket outside your hovel? Let's go learn. A group of elders are waiting at the door of your hovel. They've seen your drippings. They know it's time for you to dissolve or ascend. Go with them to dissolve or become an elder. Let's do that. The elders of Omen surround you at the spawning vat. They've built a fire beneath a small cauldron. Your body is squishy and damp. Be tested and try to ascend to elder status. A masked elder comes forward. She says, "It's time to decide." All the elders growl and snarl. The masked elder claws herself. 3 drops of liquid splatter against the hot bottom of the empty cauldron. Thick vapor rises into the air. Was that blood or slime? You can't be sure. It depends on how much she respects you. Go on. Masked elder asks, "Who has already decided the fate of this monster?" None of the other monsters come forward. They don't respect you very much. Aww. Masked elder has placed 5 flat stones on the ground before you. Choose one. A chance will guide your claw. Pick a stone that looks good. The other side of the stone is etched with a crude glyph. Shows a monster facing down a human. The masked elder says, "We will test your bravery. Be tested." The elders add sticks and dry leaves to the fire until it grows huge and hot. They remove the cauldron and retreat before the roaring flames, one by one, until only you remain. Requires high bravery. It's hot. Very hot, and your body begins to pull away on its own. You gather your will and remain in place. Your excess slime begins to dry out and crack. As the fire dies down, you're still here. Several monsters howl their approval and step forward, adding more fluids to the iron cauldron. Choose the next stone. The other side of the stone is etched with a crude glyph. It shows a monster frowning in concentration. We will test your cleverness. The masked elder emits a series of musical whistles and clicks, then performs a complex dance. You've never seen these steps before. She says, "Now you do it." Copy every noise and movement. You're a dancing fiend. Polite applause washes across the crowd. You knew you could do it. Several monsters howl their approval and step forward, adding more fluids to the iron cauldron. Dance over to the cauldron. You hold the cauldron, which contains the portentous infusion. It's heavy. Look in the cauldron. It's half blood and half slime. At least some of the elders support you. Drink the portentous infusion. If there's enough blood, you'll ascend. You drink the bubbling concoction, and then blach, and howl, and your body solidifies almost instantly. You are an elder now. Oh, look at that. Yep. You are now an elder. You are welcome in Znak, the eldest of the monster towns. In this stage of life, you play your cards right, you'll be able to affect both the way new monsters view humans and vice versa. Use your powers of persuasion wisely. Okay. Wow. There's so much stuff Whoa, what's this? This is how well monsters think of humans. When the inevitable conflict comes, this will dictate how monsters act. What do we think of humans? The current score is 20 out of 100. Monsters dislike and fear humans, but you can change this. Oh, so I'm supposed to... There's a war coming. Okay, I get it. So if I journey to Carmen... So I guess one of these is about humans and one's about monsters. So I have 14 days to try to get both of those to go up. That sounds good, and my kindness and all my stats are fairly high. That's awesome. Straight to Carmen. This one? You're splashing through rain gutters when you spy a human on the steps below. She snuffles and sobs into a tissue. Crumpled letter lies beside her. Help the human. You slide down a gutter and squat beside the human. She squeaks, then holds very still when you don't attack her. Okay. Finally, she says, "You want to know why I'm crying? My parents say I must marry Ernst, but I do not love him. I wish they'd go away." Help her, no matter how dangerous they may be. You enter the human house. 2 older humans are eating dinner, and they see you there and jump screaming. You lose your nerve. The young human starts crying again as you flee. Oh no! That didn't go so well. Uh-oh, let's try this again. What is this place? You're in a dark, dank, woody room that smells like old jaggery. Mosey on in. Humans sit in a long counter and drink what looks like a foamy cider. They seem sad and a little confused. Ah, a drinking place. After a bit, you see that there's a stool open, so you climb up and plop down on it. One of the humans starts muttering about his problems. Strike up a conversation with the human. My wife just took my jellyfish, and my dog just ran away. He goes on about what sounds like a pretty awful situation. Kindness. My kindness is high. Listen on, he seems sad already. You keep listening, clamping down on the urge to try and solve his problems before he's done complaining about them. He goes on and on, calling you Mac. He talks about pig skins and some sort of bowl that he lost. Oh, the Super Bowl. Offer to help him find the bowl. He laughs, though it looks like you won't find it. He seems happier after talking to you. The doctor is in. Oh, plus 18. He finishes his last drink and gives you a little pointing. You monsters is good people. Okay. Cool. Alright. Let's try this one. This is honesty. An older human and many children sit in rows in a hot, echoing room. The older human drones on while the children look at everything but him. The windows, the clock, even your hiding spot. He's telling them about lifeology. You know about that. By judging them from his expression, he doesn't seem to find it very interesting himself. Step things in and show him how to teach. You burst into the classroom and everyone stops to stare at you for one precious moment. Nobody does anything. Talk about an attitude behind doctoring. You begin by telling them that one must know one's own heart to work with the hearts of others. The children listen as you go on about compassion and its use in healing. You explain how kindness is the only real virtue and the origin of all others, and by the time the class is over, you're hopeful that some of the children will go on to become doctors. You leave, surrounded by thankful humans. Cool. Okay, so we're getting those up. I'm gonna try to get the monster one up, or the humans up, and then I'll go towards the monsters, and then we'll see how that goes. This one looks like somebody's... You watch as the elderly human tries to fix his house. He looks up the leaky roof with a sigh as it starts to rain and goes inside. How bad is the leak? Looks like a trickle of water will get into the attic from the storm. It might do some damage to the human's house. He also left his tools out. Kindly protect his tools from the rain. Herk, glap, glorp, gloop. You cover the tools with your finest slime. As you leave, you notice the human out a window looking down at his slimy tools. Hope he appreciates the protective cocoon. He stretches his head, but you're fairly sure he's smiling. Cool. Things are going well. This one? You're walking down an alley with a new paintbrush, almost new, fresh from the garbage, when suddenly it's there. A human. A human? Its face is red and angry, and it's coming right at you. Stop, drop, and roll. That's just confused, and you do also you a little. His face is red. Angry humans are bad news. Human growls in deep voice. I came to the wrong neighborhood, monster. I'll teach you a lesson, good and proper. Admit fears about coming monster-human conflict. You try, but excitement and fear fire your tongue's natural glibness. Can't help but spine a skin of lies. The human seems to recognize this and drives away with a swift kick. Oh no, that didn't work out. Okay, once we get to 7 days, I'm gonna have to switch over to the other one anyway. Because that was half of the 14, right? You sneak up an open window. Human sits on an overstuffed chair. Her back is to a desk covered in its maps with red X's on them. Look closer. They're showing off locations of monster towns alongside a badly drawn sketch of a monster with a knife stuck through it. What do you do? Clever and brave. Was my bravery or cleverness higher? I don't remember. I think it was my bravery. Confront her even though she could kill you. You remember that some humans really like gifts, and they gather an offering of stinkweed and corn husks and return to knock in the front of the house. This'll be nice. She answers and yelps with surprise at the sight of you. Ulp, give her the bouquet. You shove it at her face. Oops, too much. She still seems to find the situation more curious than frightening. For me? Nod at her. Yes! She looks bewildered but touched. She utters a quick thanks, hesitating before retreating to her home. Perfect. Things are going well. This one. Alleys are great places to find artifacts, less so to find fat, small, crying human children. So it's sad, what of it? One such fat, small child wanders over to you, clutching a lollipop. Ask what's wrong. The human child says, I'm lost. Do you know how to get to the plow street? I think I stepped in poop. Gently help him find his way. The child hiccups as you take its hand in your claw. Keeping the alleyways and shadows, always wary of adults, you wander until the child recognizes his home. Au revoir. The child runs his home. He's scooped up by a bigger human in a flowered hat. The bigger human croons to the little one. The last thing you hear as they sneak away is the child. Yes? A monster helped me get home, Mama. It was really nice. Awesome. Okay, 79. That's a pretty good... so let's politic with monsters now. Honesty. Or kindness. Grit Mitten shouts, right makes right. Prufok replies, not always, we should talk more, like humans do. Agree with Profuk, debate is powerful, it requires honesty. You explain how humans can come to a decision as a group without slashing or biting anyone. The other elders are intrigued by your words. Yes, perfect. When you start describing voting, they lose interest, but they agree the words hold great power. Oh, this is going great. I feel like this is going great. Happiness? Grade Blitz, puffed up with multi-syllabic importance, addresses the other elders. My fellow monstermen, he begins. I propose we meet the humans halfway. In that meadow near the forest? No, he clears his throat. I think we should learn from them and adopt his human ways to become more civilized. Agree and explain some human innovations. Yes, things are going really well. You make a persuasive case. Under your tutelage, the other gathered elders learn much about organization and governing, the human way. Oh man, this is great. This? Happy? Moopsie Moral outlines a plan for defense against the humans. Fruitcake! I've seen it, friends. Every year, the humans offer to each other, but nobody wants it. She can't possibly think, but fruitcake is a weapon. Oh, she does, Moopsie goes on. In fact, they fear it so. One must be a weapon. Perhaps a deadly poison. One we can steal and turn against the humans if we need to. Kindness. Yeah, my kindness is really high. Everyone is shocked. You've said surprising things before, but this is pretty blatant. Moopsie mutters something to a friend, too quiet for everyone else to overhear. Moopsie mutters, you're known for your generosity, so perhaps you are right. But I still want to get my claws on some fruitcake. Cool. Let's politic again. Sword in the stone? The spine doctor looks up from her current patient. She's working on a human knife free of a younger monster's ribs. Humans are dangerous. Watch and listen. Humans, no claws, they make their own. Awful thing, knife wound. Takes twice as much milkweed to patch up as a jaguar attack. It's best steer clear, I say. Explain how they're not all about fighting. Success! That scary knife, you explain, is used to spread jam on bread. Real knives are much worse. The spine doctor nods, a little shocked. Oh, we're doing good. Do some more politicking. Sad monster? Your fellow elders debate. Are humans more dangerous now? Is it time to reveal ourselves? Rise, take your turn. The air grows still. Birds stop singing. The silence is reverential. You turn and see the oldest monster sitting on a hovel roof, dwarfing. Is watching you. Urk. The oldest monster tilts its huge head and raises one of its 3 scaly eyebrows. Admit fear, but insist you must learn more. You explain that the fear is no excuse for ignorance, especially as the later can cure the former. The elders applaud. The oldest nods, maybe. Alright, so I think I want to do Carmen, because now we're up here. Let's do this one. Smoke, glow, crying, a human house on fire. There's one small human child outside, and is that a human baby inside? Where are the fire humans to help with their big red engine? You hear the engine howling, but it probably won't get there before the house collapses. Uh-oh. Take action. Little human, yeah, we'll do the little human skin is burned and it howls weaker by the second. The heat is so fierce it's already starting to hurt you. Give yourself to shield the baby from harm. You feel a fire inside you now, as well as all around you. You spit up as much slime as you can to protect the baby, but it stops breathing. You force what little breath you have left in the human child's lungs, shielding its body with your own as the flames grow hotter. It coughs and spits, then starts to wail. Humans are putting out the fire now, and you stagger to them, holding the baby for them to take. It clasps your claw with one tiny hand. Humans, run away! Advanced neurosurgery. Humans view monsters, plus 18. Behind you, humans cheer. If only every human felt this way about every monster. Oh, we're getting good. We'll do some politicking. This one? You and some other elders are conversing when Virok walks up, proudly holding a toaster. Funny, you have a toaster just like that. Wait a minute, that dent. It's your toaster. Hey! Virok crows, look what I found. At the bus stop. We can take whatever we want from humans. Calm monsters and values both believe truth. Varrock tries to flee, but the other monsters stop him. You take back your toaster and step on his head for good measure. He says you're lying, but they trust you more than they trust him. Oh, look at that, 98 and 97. As you walk through Portland Square, you think on your past. You've lived a good life, but the thing that you were never able to gain was phenomenal respect among your peers. Who cares? Though monsters have always feared and loathed humans in the past, your work towards improving relations has paid off. Monsters have come to respect and like them. Well done. Meanwhile, humans, once hated all monster kind, have come to understand that monsters aren't terrible, evil things. Rumor has it that humans think pretty well of you. Shattering your reverie, the terrible commotion erupts. Elders and younger monsters alike are milling about on a great mob. What is it? Blots drops from the nearby roof. Humans are coming this way. What? Blistree says, that's wonderful! We can talk to them, it's true. Relationships have been warming up. Both monsters and humans meet in the whale mist. There's a considerable shuffling and pause, and everyone wants to talk, but nobody wants to make the first move. If only some monster were to speak up. Yes, and if only a few of the other elders were looking at you strangely enough. Welcome the humans as friends. Everyone breathes a sigh of relief as you put your best claw forward, with the first step of a long journey, a journey which monster and human will cooperate in all things. What happened next? The end. Peace combined to prosperity, achievement unlocked. And so, monsters and humans worked, lived, and played together for many happy generations to come. Hooray for the future. The end. Yep. Oh, look at that. And then there's all these other endings you can get. Well, that's about all the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!